So before I say anything, I'm going to request you not to say anything, not to do anything, because every time you say thank you, these eyes do not cooperate with me. Okay? So in order for me to get through this speech, I request you to please be silent. Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Good evening, friends, family, and well-wishers. I'm not going to call you mourners because clearly there are no mourners here from what I can see. And I greet you in the almighty name of God. My name is Sam. Yes, if it were not obvious, I'm Esther's husband. I'll let that one pass. Today, we gather with heavy hearts, but also with gratitude for a life that was lived fully and fiercely. I will say something. I'm going to deviate from my speech, which I did plan to do. I think it was the late Dr. Milton Obote, you can correct me, the older generation, who said, a good Muganda is a dead one. And I think people misunderstood this. I understood it to mean that when you die, everyone talks about all the good stuff that you have done. Today, I am going to talk about some of the bad things. Esther, my Esther, was an extremely stubborn child. And this was in equal parts frustrating as it was inspiring. It is that same stubborn spirit that kept her starting all manner of businesses. And I, the painful first employee of said businesses. Yes, husbands, and those who are about to be husbands, take heed. This is the cross that you must bear to support your spouses through thick and thin in all the crazy schemes that they decide to take on. I salute all the husbands here who have still endured this madness. And I will also talk about Esther, who was afraid, who in spite of this fear, which often made her doubt herself, would think of a project or a business idea and start where she was. I learned this from her, to start before you're ready. I'm not sure I can go through this entire speech because everything has been said and we cannot finish everything, and it is clear we are way over time. But I want to say that Esther was in many ways the girl who wouldn't die. She aimed to live a full and expressive life, and she tried as much as her physical body and time would allow. Dance, stage acting, filmmaking, entrepreneurship. This is what I love most about her. The dreamer. That's the name. And as you can hear from everyone here, she was magnificent. On stage, on screen, in all the stuff that she did, she aimed to be the best. I will talk about how Esther and I met, before she was Esther. Yes, there was that time. We met in 2008 March. I I was a dancer in the dance group. Some of the people here were there when we met. And the first time I saw her, she was very bubbly. She was in charge of the people running the sound for this conference, and she was running over to us and talking to us and everything. And I thought, what kind of woman who does not know the people she's talking, just come and talk to them like they were best friends? That was hysteria, honestly. And what seemed to make me uncomfortable turned out to be one of her best qualities. One of the best. She welcomed anyone. People didn't feel small in her presence. And she had that natural ability to draw you in. Whether it was dancing, acting, normal conversation, that was Esther. And, you know, I tried to say nice things to her, and she thought nothing of me. It turned out that later, when she was telling me the first time that we met, she knew we were going to get married, and that scared her, and that was why she was pushing me aside. I don't know why I can do this, but we will find out soon. When we decided to get married, I was a dance teacher studying accounting. To her parents, I was an accountant because, you know, she wanted to make sure people saw me as the man that I could be. As my best man says, as a man who could provide, because this is important. And I want to celebrate my mothers and my mother. And I'm going to ask you, Mom, because I know you don't like this, but okay, I'll let you. So my mom is here. She came all the way from the UK. And she's here. And she took care of Esther like a baby. That's the woman responsible for me. And everything I am, that's it. And every day we were in the hospital, people would say, Esther is a fighter, Esther is a fighter. And I wondered where they got this idea from. But, you know, if you meet this woman, when you met her, you know, you could tell she had this fighting spirit. If you were discerning, you could tell. She wanted to live. She wanted to fight. She wanted to be. And every day, she fought. I'm skipping things, don't worry. So, Kaya spoke about a play we were both in together, The Lion and the Jewel. I had the unfortunate bad luck of being the actor playing opposite her. She was Sidi the Bell, and I, Sam, was Lakunde. Turns out it became real life. Yeah. And I was not worthy to walk behind her. Even at the time, and many years went by and I did not accept this. But she was talented. She was incredible, magnificent. She was everything everyone has said and more. Yeah. So, I'm going to tell you a story about when we got married. I was with this man. This is my best man, Simon. And the day we got married, a series of unfortunate events happened. My mother, in her abundant generosity, brought us suits from the UK, okay? As any mother would. And when we tried them on, they did not fit. So we proceeded to find a tailor on, you know, as anyone would, to resize them. It turned out my suit fit him. No, his suit fit me, and my suit did not fit anything. The reason why I bring this up is because our marriage was quite bizarre in terms of how it got organized. We didn't have any money. Remember, I was a dance teacher who was studying accounting. And it happened. Small, intimate, beautiful, we had fun. We go for the honeymoon because Dr. Lydia Sebuina may not be here. I don't know if she still is, but she told me the honeymoon happens after the wedding. So we made every effort to have the honeymoon. We spent all the money, so now we were broke. We went home, and we were so broke, the only thing we could afford was the wedding cake. That's what we ate. For breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. But I say this not because I want to embarrass her. I'm sorry, love, if I embarrass you. It's to tell you that even in that, she still stayed and loved me. I'm really trying here. I'm really trying. And I've skipped through a majority of the speech because people have said everything. I cannot say enough about her. I'll do my best to carry that love into the world that you and I shared. Thank you, everyone. Now I'm going to the business of thanking everyone for supporting us through everything, for the generosity, for loving us, for being with us, for giving her a fighting chance. Thank you. And I'm grateful to God that I managed this.
Sam, can we clap?
Yes.
Okay, clap, let's clap. Thank you so much. Thank you for celebrating your wife. Special thanks to Igaga Girls